event, Covington 34, Masvidal is 37. Both fighters 5'11" tall. Both fighters coming in half pound below the divisional limit of 171 pounds. 2-inch reach advantage in the blue corner with Masvidal. All right, now for the introductions. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Stephen J. Klubeck, Executive Director Bob Bennett. Our three judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Derek Clearly, Sal Diamato, and Junichiro Kamijo. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. This bout is brought to you by Vikings Valhalla, the epic new action series streaming now on Netflix. And by Anwell and his album Legends Never Die. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer holding a professional record, 35 wins, 15 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the number 6 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Jorge Gabriel Masvidal. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the number 1 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Colby Chaos Covington.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to have a clean fight. You can touch gloves if you wish. All right, let's do it.
Looked like a boxing ring in there for a little bit with all the extra security personnel. They will finally engage here in a matter of moments. Masvidal with his patented pre-fight pose, hands behind the back. And there is the betting favorite, the offensive juggernaut, Colby Covington. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Timex, official timekeeper of UFC. Timex watches have taken a licking and keep on ticking since 1854.
I was just thinking, imagine this. I don't know if you've ever had a friend that you've fallen out with, and then you agree to fight, but the fight is taking place on the biggest stage possible at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. I mean, that is just crazy to think about.
There's a lot of emotions here. Yes. And they have to manage that.
Masvidal in red, Covington in black. Early left hand offering from Covington misses.
Ooh, he felt that.
Yeah, he really did. There's a bit of a wobble to that leg.
Masvidal
put it behind him now.
Sorry, Joe. Masvidal felt like there were a lot of opportunities to take advantage of some of Covington's issues on the feet.
He might have an issue with that right leg because he switched to orthodox, which he traditionally fights southpaw, and then that in that shot, when he engaged, it looked like there was a little bit of a wobble to that right leg.
Yeah, the charge was very kind of sloppy.
Yes.
And Masvidal was dealing with a nasty eye poke we just saw on the isolation monitor, but the action continued. Herb Dean didn't see it.
This battle right now is absolutely crucial. Can Masvidal, in the first round, at Covington's strongest, stay on the feet?
Beautiful job of taking him one way and then the other.
And now he's giving up the back. Masvidal has to be very careful. He's back on the feet. Find the hands, try and turn into him.
Masvidal has very good takedown defense. And it's unusual because of his stance. He stands so straight up. But he can stand so straight up because of the fact that he has such good takedown defense.
And this is what you have to do, what Masvidal's doing. As soon as you hit the canvas, you're going to immediately try and recoil like a spring. You cannot say, okay, I accept this position, allow Colby to establish a dominant position. You're going to constantly move like he's doing. But he's got to be careful because slowly but surely, Colby's taking the back.
He's got a hook in. He's got the neck.
Oh. He's going to turn into it. There it is.
They turn towards the choke.
Correct. The right shoulder that we see of Masvidal needs to go towards the fence. So you turn into him. The problem is he gives up position. He'll go to his back. But it eradicates the threat of the choke.
Masvidal hasn't been submitted since 2009. And it was Toby Imada with a reverse upside-down inverted triangle.
A reverse upside down.
Something like that, I was there. Covington, a workmanlike start here. Under 2 minutes in round one.
This is big for Covington. Yep. To be able to control him on the ground the first round when he's fresh, take him down, hold him down, beat him up, and then threaten with these chokes over and over again. And most importantly, have a dominant first round on the books.
If you want to play devil's advocate for Masvidal's side, you could say, okay, listen, there's 5 rounds. It's, you know, you don't have to take him out there in the first round. You're not taking heavy damage. Yes, you've been dominated. You're going to lose the round. But every round starts on the feet, and then you restart and go again. Put that in the rearview mirror.
Good point.
This could be dangerous, though. He's almost mounted now with a minute left.
And we don't really know what's going on with Colby's knee. And we really won't know.
Back of the head for sure.
Yeah.
Do not hit the back of the head.
Stern warning for
full mount.
There it is. 50 seconds left as well.
Masvidal has been forced to work very hard defensively in round one.
But good job by Masvidal, hip escaping there and getting back up to his feet.
Yes, good job. Obviously, but also psychologically.
Big elbow.
It sends a message. And it's good for the confidence of Masvidal as this fight progresses.
Pro Masvidal crowd voicing their support late in the round.
A nice return by Masvidal. 1-2 connects.
But Colby seems to be walking fine on that knee. Whatever it was,
Deep breaths, George, deep breaths.
seems to be okay.
Deep breaths, George, deep breaths.
Ahora para este round vamos a hacer ya el paso, ya el gancho y el jaque mate, ¿ok? Para este round. Y acuérdate de los cycles. Respira profundo.
Breathe deep. Your hands right here when you go to orthodox. Okay? When you don't stay, you can engage on everyone because he's already tired. He doesn't have that much energy anymore. But when you want to throw, you don't want to throw like too many punches because he's gonna counter. But he's feeling everything. Next time, try to put him. You have hips. Try to control this one. Just put his body too. Breathe good. Breathe. Go back to the first round again. Pay attention. Time. Back to your corner. Colby, that was an eye poke. I checked on replay. It checked it. It's an eye poke. This is a hard warning. Watch your weapons. I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
All right, stern warning there. Replay confirmed it was an eye poke. Round 2 is upon us. Slipped by Covington after his head kick attempt was blocked. Mike Brown did say to Masvidal at the end of that round, be mindful of the blitz out of the orthodox stance of Covington.
There's a nice low kick.
Beautiful low kick.
And that's a good strategy. Chip away at the legs. Play the long game.
Pretty good head kick from Covington. Masvidal rolled with it. Covington 3 for 5 on his takedown attempts unofficially in round 1.
Masvidal hasn't had chance to really get anything going with the hands yet. Landed a few good kicks, but so far at range, nothing too good with the fist. That's better work, couple of jabs.
Yeah, very good kick to the body there by Masvidal as well.
He's got a circle now, though. See, Covington's backing him up slowly but surely to the... And there it is, 5 forward, 9 to the legs, only 5 to the head. Covington, 29. A lot of those will be ground strikes.
Good jab there by Masvidal.
Covington using that orthodox stance, gets inside.
Elbows.
He didn't like those.
Fascinating chess match.
This is what Masvidal has to avoid at all costs. He cannot allow himself to get backed up against the fence. He needs to be mindful of when he's backing up and then he has to circle. But that's the problem, because when you're a guy like Masvidal, like, I don't back up, I don't circle, I don't run away.
That was a low blow by Colby.
That was a low blow.
Yeah,
That
clearly.
was a low blow shot. Do you need time? Hold on, stop. Do you need time?
It could
This
be
is going to
point.
allow him to separate.
Yep.
I mean, it's a clear low blow.
Oh!
No doubt.
No doubt. Straight to the crown jewels.
Yeah, but at the very least, it allows Jorge to separate from Colby.
Right. And
So when they
take that
restart
position
him,
away,
I
yeah.
don't think they're going to restart him from that same position. I think they're going to restart him separate.
Right.
Yeah, because it's Colby that fouled. If
Right.
it was Masvidal, they would put them back in that position. That's the cost
There's
of
a low blow.
fouling
I'm not going
somebody.
to give you back that position because of the low blow.
There you go. Wow.
Let me know when you're ready.
Big look
You
of
ready?
disappointment in Colby's face.
Okay.
Because that was hard to get, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good
Nice
right hand
hook.
connection by Covington.
Colby's swinging for the fences.
Good inside kick there by Jorge.
It's getting him a little off balance. He's going to turn off the fence. That's nice. But he's going to try and disengage now.
Right. Push away, maybe. Nice knee.
That's
elbow.
nice.
And that one cut Covington.
He's getting momentum here.
Big shots by Jorge.
As I was saying, Colby's getting a little desperate on the outside, swinging in with everything that he has, but it's counterproductive. He's allowing for counters, and he's off balance. That's nice. Fate, the leg came up with the punch.
Well, unlike in the Usman fight, he seems completely dedicated to getting a takedown.
Good point.
Well, when you spar with someone, and somebody generally gets the better of you in sparring on the feet, that sends a message. He remembers those days. Oh, that's big. Gotta be careful, though.
Good sprawl by Masvidal.
Covington's gonna come up and grab a leg. See, look, he's already gathering the backside. Wow! That's huge for Colby.
So Masvidal could have retreated. Instead, he engages, and now Covington working off his back portion. Masvidal so good at staying measured and composed and managing his energy in these situations.
Nicely done.
Crowd
Fantastic
responds.
job by Jorge there, getting back to his feet and avoiding any danger from that position.
Colby's going to shoot again. At those positions, he's got to use lateral movement. He's going to back out to the either side and then circle back to the middle of the octagon.
Good jab by Colby.
Yeah, tremendous pressure by Colby.
And Colby uses that gas tank as a weapon. It's one of the biggest assets that he has on his side.
Masvidal trying to control that left wrist. And he's able to get some separation, but not returning to the center of the octagon, staying out on the apron.
Good connections there.
Good inside low kick by Jorge, but Colby's on him now.
And again, he's going to shoot.
Oh, big left hand from Covington late in the round. That after Masvidal had landed a knee to the body. Minutes down.
He's already very tired. I don't want to stay right here in this position. All right, breathe.
Breathe. You're doing great, my man. I wanted to push against the cage again when you can. Swing with it.
All right, here's one of the leg kicks from Masvidal. Solid connection on that one there. Of course, Colby had success. Here's a nice right hand by Colby. Head down, a little off balance, but it found the mark. Here's the elbow that opened up that big cut on Colby Covington. And then a left hook by Colby right at the end of the round. Finds the mark. Masvidal fires back straight away. Very competitive round.
Right here to the chest or elbow to the face. Take the angle, take the angle.
Numbers remarkably close on the striking front. Both guys have landed 48% of their significant strikes. Masvidal 40, Covington 39. Round 3.
Fight.
And see how fast Colby goes right across the octagon, because he doesn't want Masvidal to come out to the center.
Woo. Nice little flurry there by Covington, closing the distance.
Pressure. Look at the pressure by Covington.
Nice. But with the striking numbers almost even, as you say, John, in fact, they are even 40 and 40. With the pressure and the takedowns for Covington, that probably puts him ahead.
Round 2 closer than round 1. Covington drops his level.
And he gets it easier this time. Much different. Much different in the resistance. Colby's on top here, but in full guard.
Yeah, this is bad. I mean, this is now the first time throughout the fight Colby's got a full-on dominant position, established on the ground, full mount. Now he's going to look to pass guard, throw away, throw elbows and punches, and just go to town on Masvidal's face.
Couple nice body shots from Covington. This is where he does a lot of his very best work. Elbow got through.
He's opened him up.
Damaging Jorge from here.
And
these
again,
are big shots.
Elbow after elbow.
Not sure if he opened George up yet.
Maybe it's Colby's glove.
Oh, these are hard shots. Hard ground and pound from the top by Colby. And this is not where Jorge wants to be. And right now, it doesn't seem like he can do anything about it.
Sorry, Joe.
Big strikes piling up.
Piling up the numbers as well. I mean, the output is ridiculous. Anyone that is a wrestler needs to watch this, because so many people get on top but don't make this position work for them. Right here, Colby's taking full advantage. But as we said about Edson Barboza and Bryce Mitchell, Masvidal's got to do something. He's got to go for it. He's got to get the foot on the hips. He's got to push on the head, get separation, get on his side. Cannot be flat on your back. Of course, easier said than done when you've got a talented world-class wrestler forcing you down and smashing away at your face.
These are good body shots.
Yeah, they were there, right?
Absolutely drain you. He's trying to step over that leg. He gets over the right leg. Into half guard here.
There it is. That's a nice explosion.
Making an attempt.
He's making an attempt, but giving up the back. And that's more skillful from Colby than a mistake from Masvidal.
Yes.
Saw an opportunity, and he went for it.
And he's in side control now.
Dean Thomas, what do you have?
Well, the reason why Colby's ground and pound is so dangerous is because he keeps his head directly over top of Jorge's head. And because he can do that, Jorge cannot get out. when he's in full guard, the only way to stop that is put both feet on the hips and push his head below his chest. That'll give him the space to be able to get back up.
He's looking for a Kimura here. I mean, this is a dominating round for Colby Covington.
And this is an exhausting round for Jorge.
And soul-destroying as well.
Yes. And he's getting dominated and beat up. And they're 3 rounds in, he knows there's 2 more to go.
And this, he's saying, I'm fine, but you're fine, but it's not comfortable.
Right. I mean, he's just getting mauled.
Correct.
And Colby's going to flatten him out again. He's going to pull that right arm, that left arm away.
That's a crank in the neck. That forced a response from Masvidal.
Oh, look at this. Takedown of his own. But then a little
reversed
sweep.
Immediately. Look at this. And now Colby's got his back once more. Beautiful control. Beautiful control by Colby Covington.
This is a lifetime of the wrestling, man. You know, these transitions, these scrambles.
Former Pac-10 champion, 2-time NCAA All-American for the Oregon State University. So vintage Colby Covington here in this middle round.
Oh! Big left.
Huge left by Jorge.
And again!
Late action from Masvidal, but round 3 for Colby.
Deep breath. Hey, we got 2 more rounds to make something big happen. We gotta hurt this motherfucker. We need elbows and knees, big stuff. Take your angle, elbows face.
Viene para adelante, círculo. Viene para adelante, círculo.
Forward on him.
Vamos a hacerle a tomar.
Let's accelerate, come on.
This is the big moment in that round. Colby was able to achieve the takedown. He got the takedown, and he got it much easier than he did in the previous rounds, and just brutalized Jorge with elbows like that, big punches to the body, ground and pound. Big round.
All right, round 4 brought to you by Manscaped's Lawnmower 4.0, the official electric trimmer of UFC. Visit manscaped.com now. All right, Mike Brown in the corner of Jorge Masvidal calling for high voltage weapons, elbows and knees, creating an angle to land one. We'll see if Masvidal can follow up on those commands.
It's at this point now, Masvidal, and he knows this, he's going to go for broke. You know, he did land a couple of nice shots at the end of that round, but his life depends on maintaining separation. A little bit more octagon awareness. He cannot allow himself to get backed up. And when he does, he needs to move around, use the footwork, be elusive, plant himself in the middle of the octagon, and then go to work again. Because look, out in the open, he's defending the shots. And for the most part, Covington doesn't shoot many attempts in the open. It's against the fence. He needs to move now.
Well, right.
Plant the feet.
That was a solid left hand and a right hand by Colby.
Got to underhook that right hand, separate that grip.
Minute gone by here, round 4, Dean Thomas.
Yeah, Bisbin, you're right, and the reason why he's doing that is because his legs are so straight when he's in his stance. He needs to bend his legs and start using them to move. But by his legs being so straight, he's just getting pushed into the fence.
He always has that upright stance, and I guess that's the downfall of that.
Yeah, to Dean's point, if you're a little bent, you can explode left and right a little better. Now he's going to get off the fence.
Right, an opportunity to circle to the center, and he isn't taking it.
Correct. Oh, that's a big shot for Colby.
Big shot for Colby.
A lot of folks out there on the interwebs thought Covington had a 10-8 in round 3.
I'd agree.
He is 4 of 12 unofficially on his takedown attempts. But the Covington pressure on full display tonight. 3 minutes to go, round 4.
This is such a relentless, grueling way to fight. He's grabbing his shorts.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely exhausting. And from Colby's perspective, Jorge's perspective, just so frustrating. You know, you want a little separation, so in your mind, you could actually fight. You know, when you're more of the striker, you're like, he thinks that Colby's stalling the fight. But the reality is this is the style of fight that Colby plays.
Colby just clips him with a left hand and a high kick.
Yep.
Big jab, big left hand.
Big strikes from Covington.
He's hurt. He is hurt.
Still 2 full minutes here, round 4, all Covington.
Good head position here by Covington as well. Right under the chin.
Nice
Ooh,
elbow.
good elbow. Oh, good body kick by Jorge.
That's nice.
He's walking up over Covington.
No, he cannot let him off the hook.
Now a left hook from George.
It's now or never. This is the best chance.
Oh, the right hand got Covington's attention.
And again, he's got to go.
Mike Brown in full-fledged desperation mode, trying to get him to press forward.
He's allowing Colby to recover here.
Just like Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards. When he landed that big shot, got to capitalize on it.
And perhaps
Forward.
Masvidal battling some fatigue as well. Minute to go in the round.
Never mind the kicks. Needs to hit the jaw. Covington seems like he's recovered.
He's had a great striking round himself as well. And we clinch, and a lot of people just sat back down in their seats.
There should be a betting line on whether they hug after this fight.
I asked them this week. They both said, are you out of your mind this big? No, we will not be hugging after the fight. But still, there's a potential.
I got 20 bucks as they hug.
All right, let's go.
Looked like Masvidal thought about a spinning attack there.
I mean, how can they not respect themselves?
Exactly.
Respect each other, rather, after this.
Because you feel like that the venom or the hatred is so strong. But when you share 25 minutes like this, you have to respect one another.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go.
All right, this is the big shot that sat Colby down. Counter, look at that,
my goodness.
right on the end of the chin.
Oh, my goodness. It's a
Perfect
perfect punch.
placement. Look at that. Boom, wait for it. There it is. Triggers the head, snaps it to the side, puts him down to one knee, but Colby gets right back up.
His chin's absurd.
It's his will as much as it's his actual chin. He just refuses.
You got to turn
to
games
get knocked
again,
out.
Jorge. Come on.
And it's conditioning as well. The better
gotta get
condition
gangster.
you were in, the better you recover
Now
from
you got it.
shots.
Come on. Let's go. Let's win this fight. One more round.
Jab, elbow. Jab, jab, elbow. Jab, 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 elbow. Behind the block.
So somewhat fittingly, it all comes down to this 5th and final round. 5 minutes to decide this Masvidal-Covington rivalry for eternity. Standing ovation from the assembled masses here at the T-Mobile Arena. Masvidal in red, Covington takes the center in black. Final round.
Oh, that's a big shot. Great start by Covington, but he's going to lose it. He's going to be very careful here. And look at that.
Excellent job by Colby. Steps over.
Yep. I mean,
Big.
that could have been Masvidal's last chance.
Masvidal desperately gets to a sitting position.
Colby immediately spun to take his back.
And as he does that, laces up the leg, put one hook in, masterfully done.
It makes Masvidal carry his weight, threatens with the choke. Masvidal's been great about tucking that chin, though. Never really been in jeopardy there. Like right here. I mean, there's that fulcrum choke, the one that Khabib used on Conor. The little bit different positions, got to have the forearm behind the back.
Masvidal's up. Nicely done.
Covington trying to use his wrestling to close out a decision win, potentially. He's had some moments with his hands, of course.
I mean, you got to give it to Masvidal because fighting out of these positions time and time again is not easy. It is incredibly difficult.
He's done a good job of blocking that hook, that right hook from the right leg. But Colby's just wearing on him, just grinding. Now he's carrying his weight again.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as you said before, making him carry his weight. He's got his arms around him and he's just sagging down. So for Masvidal to still stay standing, he's holding up 2 body weights.
Don't forget, right after this main event, full recap on the UFC 272 post-show. Teddy Atlas, Chael Sonnen, Anthony Smith, Michael Eaves, all standing by upstairs. And we will join them after this main event.
Just such dominance on the ground by Colby. And Jorge, if you know, he's got half the round left. He's got to make something happen.
Trying so hard to get those hooks in. If he can get those hooks in, he could get a finish, but Masvidal defended very well. Offering nothing offensively, but he's stopping Colby from getting the finish.
And Covington controlling his breathing at his relentless best, 23 minutes into a 25-minute fight.
Just beating him up here.
They're good shots.
Yes, he's making them count. Under 2 to go.
And what happens is you keep chipping away with those little shots. You get confused if you're Masvidal. You don't know where the punches are coming from. And then all of a sudden, one of those punches comes under the throat, or sorry, under the chin, and you're getting choked out.
Masvidal's trying to turn it around. But Colby's just the better wrestler, the superior grappler.
Almost 10 minutes of ground control time for the supremely conditioned Colby Chaos Covington. Like him or not, how do you not respect him? You know he's got the respect of his peers, at least as far as the athlete is concerned.
The way this is ending, I feel like I'm going to lose 20 bucks.
Oh, I'm taking it. Free sandwich for me.
Final minute.
Stepping over into mount here. Oh. Jorge is absolutely exhausted, too. Colby's going to try to finish him. He's going to try to do something to really beat him up here. Really put a stamp on it.
Yeah, if you're Colby, if you've had this dominant of a performance, you really want to get the finish.
Yeah.
And he's trying.
He's got the fulcrum choke now, but it has to be behind the shoulder. The forearm has to be behind the shoulder to really make it count. And it must have been good because he gave up the mount.
Correct. That was the only way to alleviate the pressure.
Full mount.
Masvidal exuding toughness late, but all Covington in a dominating round 5. So Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal go the distance. Security immediately enters the octagon, but Covington proving yet again that he is the second best welterweight in the world. His wrestling and grappling on full display yet again tonight.
Yeah, I owe you 20 bucks. 100%.
Masvidal disappointed. Covington barely breathing.
Look at that. Masvidal's a wild man. Listen, I'm telling you, if he gets a chance, he'll take a swing
at him.
100%.
Yeah.
Look, there we go. As I say, I've had it with Masvidal. He's came at me several times. Hotel rooms, hotel lobbies, restaurants. He doesn't care.
Well, competitively, the rivalry may end here, but doesn't figure to end anytime soon. Tonight's fight replay is brought to you by Sweet Sweat.
I mean, look at this. Nice success when they were in the open for Masvidal. But anytime Colby closed the distance, he got his hands on him and he forced him down to the canvas. From there, Masvidal was impressive strategically, defensively, pardon me. In the open, landed nice leg kicks, landed some good shots. Of course, Colby had success of his own. There's a really nice elbow by Masvidal. Just a little out of range here. Covington coming on strong here, landing a few shots. It's the end of round 3. Coming up now. Good forward pressure. Story of the fight. Walking forward, throwing shots to disguise the takedown. And then he gets on top. And then from here, round 3 was a big round. A lot of ground and pound action. Really beat him up in this one. Round 4, Masvidal made it interesting. Covington landed a good head kick there. Masvidal lands this one here, snaps the chin to the side, puts him down momentarily. In round 5, Colby knew what he had to do to seal the victory. Go forward pressure, land shots, puts him down. And that's what he did. Dominated the entire round. Bit of an unusual takedown. Resulted in a scramble, which Colby won, got on top. And then this was the rest of the round. Domination from Colby Covington.
All right, the official decision is presented by Bandai Namco's Elden Ring. Explore a new world created by Hidetaka Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin. Available now on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. One final time tonight. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-44, and 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, Colby Chaos Covington.